Here is an application problem on ratios. The question is, angles of a triangle are in the ratio of 4:5:1. Determine possible angles of the triangle. So we'll try to solve it in two different ways, right? So what we are really working on is a triangle. Let's say this is our triangle, and we don't know what the angles are, but we know that these angles are in the ratio of 4:5:1. That means that if one of the angle is A, for example, if one of the angle is, let's say, A, then the other angles are, so let me write them in this order. For example, 4 and 5. So other angles are 5A and 4A. So these are three angles. Now, as you know, in a triangle, the sum of angles is 180, right? So we say, well, sum of angles in a triangle equals to 180. Now that means that 4A plus 5A plus A should be equal to 180 degrees, correct? Now that is 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 times A is equal to 180 degrees, and therefore A, the multiplication factor in this case, is 180 divided by 10, and that is 18 degrees. Do you see that? So once we know A, we can write down the answer, right? A is 18, 4 times 18 and 5 times 18 are the other angles, right? So we can use calculator, multiply, and write down the answer. So the answers are 4 times 18, which is equal to 72 degrees. So we say if the ratios are 4:5:1, that means this is equal to 4 times 18, which is 72 degrees, is to 5 times 18, that is 90 degrees, and A we know is 18, 1 times 18, right? So these are the angles, right? That's one way of solving the question. Now an alternate way is, which I prefer to use when we are talking about ratios, is we are given the ratio, which is 4:5:1. It really means if we add these things up, what do we get? We get a total of 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 1 as 10, right? We say that if the total amount is 10, then 4, 5, and 1 is the distribution. So that is how we solve ratios. But here in this case, we know total is not 10, but total is 180. Now if total is 180, then what should be each one of them? Well, the answer is 18 times, right? So we have to do 18 times each, right? So we have to multiply each by 18 to get our answer, right? Do you see that? So that is what we came with here, right? Each was multiplied by 18, that constant by which you have to multiply each number to get the actual number is defining the ratio, right? So we get our answer. 18 times 4, 72, right? We just calculated. So 72 units a degree. 5 times 4, 5 times 18 is 90 degrees. And 1 times 18 is 18 degrees, right? So that is how we can directly get our answer without doing much calculations. And this is the method which you should be adopting while solving questions on ratios. It will help. Thank you and all the best.